And welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to do image segmentation using MediaPipe on live camera preview in React Native's new architecture for Android. So yeah, let's get started. So first I'll show you guys the output. Now there will be different type of image segmentation like hair, face, and as well as body. So let me start with the hair segmentation first. I'll show you the outputs for the other ones later on. So here you can see I'm just mirroring my device, and also we need to write native code. At the time of me recording this video, there is no third-party library available to achieve this. So also this video is specifically for Android using React Native's new architecture. So here you can see it is asking me for camera permission. I'll just give that, and here you can see the performance is a little bit off. I'm running inside release mode, and you can see that I'm not sure if this is an issue with my device or if the issue is with MediaPipe, or if I have done something wrong with my code itself, but it seems a little bit off. Here you can see it is following me properly, but it is not 100% accurate on my hair. But let me increase the light in my room. Maybe that might, I don't think that will have any effect, but let's try. So here you can see it is still able to follow me, but it is not 100% accurate. So if you know what I'm doing wrong, do let me know in the comments. But yeah, it is what it is. Like for native Android application, I also did face this issue, but sometimes it used to work perfectly fine. So I'm not really sure what exactly the issue is. Anyways, let's get started. So first what you need to do is you need to go to this particular documentation over here, and you need to create a React Native project. At the time of recording this video, I'm using React Native 81, which is the latest. Now instead of demo, you can write your own project name. So here in this particular example, they have given the in this particular documentation they have given us the example of web view, but we will be not using web view, but instead wherever they have written web view, I will be replacing it with the word my camera. Now you don't have to use the word my camera, you can use whatever you makes sense to you, but do keep in mind, if you are doing this for the very first time, it's better you follow what I'm doing, because that particular word my camera or web view will be used in lot other places as well. So you have to be extremely careful. So once you have created this React Native project, I have already created it. Okay, so if you see the documentation, here first we need to create this specs folder, and here we need to create this TypeScript file, right? So I have created one specs folder inside the root of our React Native project, and I have created a TypeScript file. Now the name of the TypeScript file, I have kept it as my camera native component.ts. okay, instead of web view, because like I said, web view does not make sense in our case. Now the rest of the code I have just copied it from the documentation over here, as you can see, but I have removed this particular types, I have removed this particular prop, and I have removed this particular callback as well. And the reason why we have removed this is because we are not really using it, and instead of custom web view, I have written it as custom my camera. So yeah, that's all there is to it. So yeah, then what we need to do is you need to go to this package.json file and copy paste this particular bit of code. So that's what I have done over here. But again, as you can see, again I have replaced web view with my camera over here as well as over here. Once that is done, I'll just scroll down, and here you just need to copy paste this particular bit of code and just paste it inside your React Native project. So this will do the code generation. Now be careful over here. While creating this particular TypeScript file, you need to add this native component. If you don't add this, like the code generation won't be able to find your file. So that's really important for React Native to find your particular file and do code generation. Then we'll come back to this file later on, because we can't really copy paste this file. This logic is the main logic, which will be completely different. Then okay, before we create this particular file, so once this build is successful, what you need to do is go to the Android, go to app, go to build.gradle, and here you need to add few dependencies. So first one is MediaPipe task vision, second one camera core, then camera 2, camera lifecycle, camera view, and then constraint layout as well. Then you need to go to src android manifest.xml, and here you need to add this uses feature of Android hardware camera as well as camera permission. Then you need to come to this particular documentation over here. Now there are multiple MediaPipe models available, so I have downloaded all of them, but in your case you have to download the relevant ones. So First you can download this Selfie segmenter. So it is available in two forms, like square and landscape. So I have downloaded both of this. Then download the Selfie multi-class, then download Deep Lab v3. I'm going to show you the outputs for all of this, and one hair segmenter as well. So I have already shown you an output for. So just download all these 5 models. Then here inside src main you need to create a folder called assets, and inside that assets you have to drag and drop all these models. As you can see, I have already done over here. Then you need to go to java com, and here I have created one folder called my camera. Okay, then first, as you can see, now first I'll just show you this particular file, image segmenter helper.kt. Now here it should be your own package name. So whatever you see inside whatever folder you have created, right? So I have created it as my camera. Now the folder of my camera also needs to match with the file of the TypeScript file name which we have. Rest I have just copy pasted all these imports, and the other part of the code I have just copy pasted it from the MediaPipe documentation. So I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all this documentation. So here you can see we are referencing all the models which we have. Here we are setting the options as well, which is again boilerplate code, and here we are segmenting from live stream frame. Okay, and here we are segmenting. So this is segmenting the image file as well. Segment video file is not really useful in our use case, but I have kept it as it is. Here we are returning the results as well. Here we return any error, and here I have created a data class, and here are all the companion objects. Okay, so it depends on this particular variables. So in case if you have named this particular models differently, if you have changed the names, make sure you change it over here as well. Okay, now coming back to this label color, I don't really understand what this is, so I have copied it from documentation, and these are the interface for it. Then here we have this overlay view.kt. Again, I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. Nothing much over here as well, like we are just drawing the overlay. Okay, then coming back to this react my camera manager.kt. now this I have copied it from the documentation over here. So if I just come over here, you can see instead of web view I have written it as my react my camera, right? So wherever you see web view, just replace it with my camera. And the important thing is I have removed this particular bit of code, and I have removed this particular bit of code because this is for props. We are not sending any props, and this is for the callback, so we are not sending any callback as well. So I have removed that. Then we have this react my camera package.kt. again I have copy pasted it from the documentation over here. So yeah, feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. So this is all the code there is. Okay, then you just need to add this particular import. So just go to your main application.kt, add this import and add this particular line of code as well. Once that is done, let's see how to use it. So to use it, we can just go to app.tsx. These are all the imports. Okay, then here we have a state called camera permission. Then if platform is Android, then we just do permission.android request multiple permission. I'm just requesting camera permission, and if the permission is granted, we just change the state and we call this method inside use effect. And here if camera permission is granted, then we just display this my camera element, as otherwise we display the text element over here. And these are all the styles for it as well. Okay, then you need to come to this react my camera.kt, which is the main file. So firstly, these are all the imports for it. Here is our constraint layout. We also like extend the segmented listener as well as lifecycle event listener. Here is our preview view, overlay view. Here is our background executor. Then we have the image analyzer, the preview, camera provider, as well as camera facing front as well. Then here is our delegate. Here is our image segmenter helper. Here we get hold of our current activity. Then we add the lifecycle event listener. We add a constraint set as well. Then we'll come back to this method, why we are using this method. Then here we constrain the viewfinder to all sides of the screen so that it occupies the maximum width and height. And here we add the overlay as well, and we constrain it to all sides of the screen so that it occupies the maximum width and height as well. Then here we set the running mode, and on background executor we initialize our image segmenter. Then here we call setup camera as well. Now coming back to this, why exactly we are doing this. So this is a hack which we need to do. If you don't do this, you will see a black screen. You will not see your live camera preview. If you want to learn more about this, you can go to this particular URL, which will tell you all about this particular issue. Then here we have setup camera, where we get hold of our camera provider feature. We add a listener, we get hold of our camera provider, we call the bind camera use case, we initialize the aspect ratio strategy. Here is our resolution selector. Then we get hold of our camera provider. Here is our camera selector. Then we initialize the preview view, we initialize our image analyzer as well. Then we do it.set analyzer, and here we call just segment method. Then we unbind our camera, we bind it to the life cycle, we set the surface provider. Then inside this segment method, we just do image segmenter helper.segment live stream. We pass the image proxy and as well as the is front camera or not, and here we get the results. In case of error, I just log it to the console. On host resume, we just set the listener again and set up image segmenter, and on host pause, we clear the listener and clear image segmenter, and on host destroy, we shut down and await the termination. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Now let's see the output for the other ones. So I didn't tell you one thing, sorry about that. So suppose if I want the selfie multi-class, right? So here also this is the only thing which you need to change. Suppose I want the hair segmentation, right? So what I can do, I can just come over here. So this is the hair segmenter, right? I'll just copy this, I'll come over here and I'll paste it over here. So just run this application now and you will do hair segmentation. Similarly for other models as well. So suppose I want it for a model selfie multi-class, right? Selfie segmenter, sorry. So I can just copy this one. Do not copy the path, you need to copy this one and just come over here and paste it over here. So that's it, done. Now based on this, I have created different APKs. So I have already shown you hair segmentation. Now let me show you for selfie multi segmentation. So let me install the APK quickly and just show you guys the output. Okay, so the output is ready. I'll just mirror my device, I'll just click on open and let's see. So again, like I said, it is able to find me, but the performance is really bad. I'm not sure, I'm using a cheap Android device. Maybe you can try it on Pixel or OnePlus and let me know what kind of performance you get. So this is for selfie multi-class. Let's see what's the other one. Let me open it. So I will show you now selfie segmenter, and last one is deep lab v3. Again, I'm running all of this in release mode. I'm not running in debug mode, because in debug mode you will get even further bad performance, especially on Android. Like I have noticed on cheap Android device. Here you can see this is the output. Like I said, it works, but it is little bit laggy. I'm not like I was expecting even better performance, but it is what it is. And the last one, let me quickly show you that as well, is the deep lab, right? I have already shown you hair segmentation at the start. So I'll just update this. I'll click on open and here you can see this is the output for it. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.